greatest inventors did not have formal education.
No.
Because the groundwork was set by people that were not even formally educated.
Exactly.
If you look at the people who did all of this great invention, invented the light bulb, invented other thing, the oil that they use for lubrication in vehicles and all of those things.
All that.
They
didn't have no PhDs, huh?
No. Because wisdom is the principal thing.
Exactly.
Wisdom is the main thing. A lot of people, there are people who cannot even read and write, and they have done invented a lot of great things. There's a fella they call Bacalao from Belmont.
Yeah.
Bacalao designed, a grater to grate coconuts. And he uses a part of the engine, how do you call that again, with the pulley system. He created a pulley system to grate the coconuts. So why is it that you have people in St. Lucia that are engineers, mechanical engineers, and they never develop anything to help farmers or poor people? And he, an ordinary man, designed something for the fellas to grate their thing.
Even the fellas that making the cassava thing.
The fellas that making the cassava. They design, somebody designed something for them to grind, to crush the cassava. And we have mechanical engineers, and they never invented nothing
You cannot do that
for us.
That's wrong.
What happened, Mr. George, is, you see, like Chinese. I have gone to school with Chinese, in America. And the Chinese a Chinese guy was telling me that when he was an engineer, when he go back, there's a piece of equipment that he wants to design for the people in his community, because he's from a rural community, so that they can help them with their rice and things like that. It will make it faster for them. These people thinking of their education, how they can use it to benefit their people.
Other people.
But in St. Lucia, I find we do not do that enough. And the Chinese and them always think along that line.
Let me tell you,
we don't do that enough.
The biggest brains for developing the country sitting in government services, And they refuse to move and do anything, design and do anything that could create wealth for the country, Because they are pushy. They have the nice house, they have the big cars, they have the land, they have everything, and they don't want nobody else to move forward to surpass them. So they keep the country behind.
But the thing is that there are some of them that are not given the opportunity even when they work.
No, wait a minute. In the civil service, I can assure you, civil servants do not work more than 30-35% capacity.
Well, not all, There are some of them. There are some of them that work over.
Okay, but you have to take it in a whole. When you calculate it, the civil service does not give more than 30-35% capacity.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that.
So the country can never go forward because they're paying you and you're not giving them anything in return. I spoke to a top civil servants fella. We had a discussion. And I tell him the way I look at it, these guys are doing maybe 40-45% capacity. He tell me, you mad? I'm in the top. I have been in the top, and I tell you, they're not doing more than 30-35%.
Yeah. Well, in anything, you'll have people that, it's like some people just will just want to get easy money from the government. You have some people like that, but I have friends that work in the government and they work very hard. I have people that I know for.
But there are some. You always find some.
Yeah.
You always find some. But the majority is holding back.
But one of the problems too is, like especially in places like agriculture, where you have a lot of technical people. Sometimes these people, they know what they want to do. They know how the country can go forward in terms of production. But they are not given the opportunity. Sometimes what happens is the ministers, some ministers, who do not even really know the work and what has to be done. They kind of
credit for it.
and they kind of block them in the direction that they want to go.
Definitely true. That's
because
definitely true.
St. Lucia is a country, surprisingly, where people tend to want to stop your progress a lot.
That's so.
And I'm one of them who have been a victim of those things. I have been among white people. You understand? White people have taught me and all of that. And no white person have opposed me and deliberately targeted me to undermine, to frustrate, or to bring me down like black people.
Your own people are doing
and black people in my own country.
Yes.
And white people were not doing that. The white people were teaching me what I have to know.
So you can move forward.
You understand?
Yeah.
But black people will target you.
Yeah.
They will target you for victimization.
Yeah.
And that happens in St. Lucia a lot. People do not know, but that happens a lot.
With the black that pull the blacks down, huh?
Yeah.
We refuse to allow somebody to climb the ladder so they can pull you up the ladder. As soon as you see them start climbing, you're pulling them down.
And there's a lot of nepotism in this country, nepotism, favoritism in this place.
Oh yes.
And once you're not in their group, they treat you as if you're a foreigner.
Oh yes.
And it is their time to victimize you.
Well, this is the time, man. This is what's going on right now. You come in to tell me you have an agency like Development Control Authority, okay? And you allow shit to take place right in front of you. And if a person in a country, in a hole in a country, put in a little wooden structure, you stop them because they don't have, this, they don't have. Okay? And you allow politicians to do what the hell they want.
Again, it comes to the same thing. St. Lucia is run by friends and their family and their cousins and their girlfriends and their jabals and their concubines. That is how St. Lucia is run. And once a place is run like that, yeah, man, there is not too much hope for a place like that.
Can't develop it, huh?
No, there's not too much hope for a place people. Like that.
Look at right now. You have 15 fellows, 17 fellows in cabinet, including the speaker and the attorney general. Okay? One man. You're trying to destroy. Why are you trying to destroy it? Because he has better ideas than you. And you don't want him to implement those ideas because, it will make things better for everybody.
You see, what
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but what happened is, in politics, when you look at what politics is about, politics is about, really about who control the resources of the country and who control the wealth of the country, who have access to it, and who give access to the wealth. That's what politician is about. Politics is about.
That's what it is. That's what exactly.
And it has always been happening. It will always happen. But what I don't like about St. Lucian politics is the way some people will go out of their way to make sure that some other person does not eat, does not survive, does not get a job. To me, that is the sick part of politics.
That's it.
Because that's one thing I maintain I will never do.
That's it.
I will never get out of my way to prevent another person from eating. I will never do that.
I run a business, huh? And my other business friends used to tell me that I teach.
What's this guy? That guy could have crushed people in that vehicle, Once they have these big vehicles, they do whatever they want on the road.
I used to run my business, and I used to teach my workers everything they need to know. My other business partners, business people used to tell me, you're throwing them too much. You're educating them too much.
It's good to educate people.
And when you do that, they're going to take over from you, take your business.
Hey, team, hold up. Yeah.
So I always used to tell my workers, today we're doing X, Y, and Z. Tomorrow you may want to go into it. When you go into it, I go into something different.
The way I look at it is we have to teach those that have the skills, the knowledge, they have to teach other people. Because all of us, whatever strength we have, whatever ideas we have, whatever knowledge we have, is some other person who taught us.
Yeah.
So if somebody teaches you, it's almost like they're replicating themselves in you. They put in part of themselves in you when they teach you.
Well,
and that knowledge you have, they give you. You're using it to benefit the country. You're using it to benefit other people. So I don't see the reason why people should be afraid of
a lot
teaching
of the people that work for me ended up with their own shops, own businesses.
Yeah.
A lot of them. But do I regret it? No, I don't regret it.